And we are back with episode 5 of what we are now calling the DT podcast.
DT?
DT.
Why is it?
Oh, wait, it's not DT. It's DK.
DK.
What does DK stand for? Donkey Kong.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm Kevin, by the way.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
David over there. This
Sorry,
is our 5th
guys.
episode. We're 2 months in. How exciting is this?
We're still getting used to a couple of things. Forgot a bunch of cables today.
And we also have no guest today. It's just back to the two of us.
Oh, I'm sad. Now,
We do have a live audience though. Just can't show you. Hi everyone.
No, I just want to say first and foremost, thank you to our good friend Ben for coming on.
Thank you, Ben.
And, taking the time out of your day to come into our Lame Ass podcast and just having a good old rundown memory lane,
There are many guests, but there's only one first guest.
That's it. Monumental, as Kevin says.
It was a monumental moment.
Yeah, how was your week though?
It's been good. How's yours?
I love doing these podcasts, man. I gotta be honest. I look forward to it every week. I wish we could do it every week, but
We will be doing it every week at some point.
I feel like we gotta schedule our way around it, and just with how life is so busy, I think 2 times a week is like good enough.
We even dress coordinated for today too.
Oh yeah, we are proudly sponsored by
Kathmandu.
North Face.
Huh?
North Face, yeah, that one.
No, it's Kathmandu.
What do you mean? I know. Just a quick update. I know. I just want to take 2 minutes, all right, of your time, Kevin. I'm so sorry. I gotta just apologize for all the Boston fans out there. We tried our best. We couldn't. We did our best. We beat Philly.
Doesn't matter.
and
We're both
took them-
out anyway.
We took them to 7 games, and we could have made history, but JB, you're my favorite player, but my guy, you need to work on your dribbling. And it sucks, but we'll get him next year, boys. We'll get him next year. I still got your jersey, JB.
You actually sent me a text when you were down 3-0. And you were like, yeah, no, Boston can come back. No, I was laughing you off.
Yeah. No, I say a lot of these things because I know how good our team is, but then
Okay.
we fail every year. Don't
Okay.
we? But how did you think our episode with Ben went?
It was good. I haven't seen Ben in 10 years since we graduated.
8 years.
8 years? It's like I was talking to him last week.
Yeah.
It's like we never missed each other.
That's a good thing. What I love about this podcast, and hopefully the opportunities it can create for other people to come on, because just catching up with Ben and talking about good old times and like the stuff that he was bringing up, like each high school memory is completely different to each person, and he was talking about Mrs. Brown. I didn't even know who that was.
I still don't know who that is.
And all the little things that he kept bringing up, and I loved it. And so I still kind of don't know, and I was discussing this with Kev, that we don't know where this podcast is going to branch off to, but either way, we are extremely excited because it gives us a platform to, for our creative outlet. Aren't you creative, Kev?
I'm very creative. We have a lot of people that want to come on.
That's it.
So I think we just have to start charging people.
Do they charge people in podcasts? I don't think so.
They should be paying us if they want to come on to our show.
There's only one person I'm charging, and you know who you are. Starts with a T and ends with an E.
Ends with an E.
Yeah, it's a girl, and
First name.
Yep, first name. I'm charging only her, but
We're not doing an episode with her.
Yeah, but you know what's really good? What type of music do you listen to nowadays? Because I just want to bring this one thing up.
Nowadays?
Yeah.
I think you're going to be very surprised. I listen to a lot of country now.
Country?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
I just love it. I love
How'd you get into it?
Through American sports. I started watching American sports, and you know how they're so patriotic.
Yep.
And all that. They always have someone singing a national anthem before the start of their games.
Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of country singers because they're so big over there.
Country.
Yeah, like.
Is country an American thing?
Yeah, man.
with the Texans. But
like bloody Tennessee
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Texas,
so is this
Arizona.
another phase that you're
This
going
might be
through?
another phase.
Yeah.
You've been through many of my phases.
I have been through many of your phases, through your Guitar Hero days where you were so inspired
Yeah.
to listen to all this rock music.
Rock.
Yeah.
Then I went to rap.
Yep, you went to rap.
Then I went to K-pop.
Okay. Are
And
you
now-
over K-pop now?
Ish.
Mm.
But countries, it's
But
just
you
where
just
my...
came back from what was that? What was that Goot concert that you just went to? What was that?
It actually was called Twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Twice because they
Not
can't
the-
see once, so
not-
they got to see it again.
Not the beep word you just said.
Oh.
Mm.
Wait, that's not a. Is that a swear word?
It's an insult.
But we are that, so it's okay. Yeah. So why?
That makes sense.
Why are you off of it as soon as
I'm
you
not
just-
off of it. I've just moved on to country.
What about like
Country's so good.
What about R&B? You don't like R&B?
No, I still like R&B,
Okay.
but I'm just go-to country at the moment.
But like all these like new
Pour
artists,
me. Yeah.
new artists that are like coming out like who's a good one? Like Joji.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Like 88 Rising. Have you listened to 88 Rising?
Yeah, no, they're good.
Okay. Yeah, do you know Nicki?
Oh, Nikki. Yeah, I'm actually going to a concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah. With
Who's
our
that?
future guest, first name T, ending with E.
Wait, for Nicki?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But originally,
Originally, I
what
was
happened?
supposed to...
Can you just break down the story? 'Cause this is
Okay.
where I tried to bring it.
Okay.
And we promised this specific person that we would blast her on this podcast. So go ahead, Kev.
So originally, I was supposed to go to Nikki with Nikki,
Who's
who
Nicki?
is one of our good friends, and he has a wife. Congratulations, Nikki. Good work on getting married.
Good job.
He has a wife called Shona.
Oh, Shona.
Shona.
Okay, what's wrong with her?
No, she's all right, but she was supposed to buy us tickets
Oh, okay.
for me, her, Nikki,
And
Therese.
who's that?
Oh, sorry. We're going to have to bleep that out.
Yeah. But then what happened?
So it came to ticket day,
Uh-huh.
and then Shona sends a message in our group chat.
What did she say?
She was like, oh, I bought tickets. And I think it was either you or Vic or whatever. I was like, oh, how many did you buy? And she said, 2.
What a great friend buys two. And
2.
who was it for?
When I told her that I was going to be coming to the concert 4 days ago, and she buys 2 tickets.
So she didn't buy one for you, basically.
She did not buy one for me
Or Therese.
or Therese.
Yeah.
But
So-
because of God, me and Therese are now going,
To
and we will
Nikki.
be there, and I will be flipping Shona the bird.
So thank you, Shona. Now you get your little segment here that
Yeah, well done.
you are a
Good to see where we lie, Shona.
great friend.
Yeah.
How do you feel when friends betray you though? How do you deal with it?
Honestly, when I found out that Shona bought me 2 tickets, I cried for a good hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't buy you tickets. She
Mm.
bought herself and her husband
Yes.
tickets.
Yes.
But the funniest thing is we were expecting her to buy 4 tickets, but she just ended up buying 2 tickets. So,
And you know what is also sad?
mm,
You originally couldn't go,
yeah.
and now you can
now
go.
I can go.
Mm.
But so really,
Nikki,
I
if
didn't
you're
want to tell
watching
you
this-
this, but she actually bought 4 tickets.
No, she didn't. Shut up.
And the other 2 are for me.
You're funny.
Um,
Nikki, if you're watching this, not our friend Nikki, singer Nikki,
Yeah.
love you.
What's her real name?
Nikki,
No. It's like
Nicholas,
no. The singer.
Nickelodeon.
No. Okay. Anyways.
Is that not a real name?
Yeah.
But yeah, 88 Rising is good, but country is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I just wanna start booking on all these like guests to come along, man.
Yeah, but they're not paying us enough to get onto this show.
How much do you reckon we should pay them?
Uh,
I mean, they should pay us.
100 at least.
100.
Yeah. We should start a bidding
cents?
war. $100, 50 each.
But how do actual podcasts work? They don't make them pay them to come on, do
No,
they?
they pay them to come on.
Oh, is it? Or
Yeah.
is it more of a favor?
Might be a bit of both.
Yeah, because I feel like you get publicity in both ways. But the thing is, when we bring these people, they're not.
We're the ones getting publicity.
Are we?
Yeah.
Or are we giving them publicity?
I think Ben knows more people than us.
Yeah, Ben's our most famous guest. The rest of them that are gonna come, yeah.
I just waste.
Huh?
I just waste. Especially this one person we're gonna bring on.
Yeah.
She's useless.
Yeah, just keep watching because guys, there's gonna be a lot more guests than you realize, and it'll be a good time to see like what they're up to, how they are, you know. And I know for some of the people that don't even care, you know, just hear out our stories because you know we I'm not saying that we had the most entertaining high school life.
No, we're stupid.
Yeah, but we had a good time.
Our ATAR, I think if we combine our ATARs, we won't even get to 99. That's how stupid we are.
No, we wouldn't. Actually, that's a good segue. What did you get for your ATAR?
Can I be completely honest? My parents still don't know my actual ATAR.
ATAR.
Yeah.
So, for those that are listening that aren't in Australia, what is an ATAR, Kevin?
It's, I don't know what it stands for, but it's the study score we get in year 12 for finishing VCE. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
So it's a combination of
Year
the
11
5
and 12.
subjects we do in year 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they kind of create a median score.
Yes.
And that determines on what university you go to or the
Pretty
course
much.
that you study. And it was interesting talking about it with Ben and VCal because I don't think I've ever stated this, but in some ways I wish I did VCal. Wait, why are you laughing?
Really?
No, because like in terms of my course, why are you laughing?
Oh, no, nothing.
In terms of my course,
Just not a VCal type of guy, you are.
maybe, but
You're a bit too smart.
oh, thanks. No, but everyone's too smart, anyways. In terms of my course, it focused more on portfolio. I feel so. It's not like we really needed an ATAR, but we did anyway. But
Do you remember what VCal were doing in our high school though?
yeah, I do.
Remember when they ran that coffee shop
I do. So yeah, there was a coffee shop that they would run.
and they get the change wrong?
Wait, really? Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
That's so messed up. I mean, they had one job to do.
Yeah. And you want to be part of that group?
Oh, God. I just realized you have to be part of that group.
Yeah.
Because it's part of their.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it. Come on, let's move on.
I was just kidding.
Let's move on. I don't want to put down the.
Okay, our ATAR scores.
Yeah. How were you when you received your ATAR?
I was pretty cut.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought I did a lot better
Mm.
than what my score showed.
Yeah.
So I told my parents I got 75.
But.
I actually got like 54, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Kevin's smarter than me. No, he always has been.
But that doesn't say a lot because I'm stupid.
I'm pretty stupid too. Let's blow it up. Let's put ourselves on blast. My study score, is it study score or ATAR? Sorry, it's an ATAR.
Whatever it is.
My ATAR was so low that I thought it was a study score for one of my subjects. And then when I started looking at my other subjects, I was like, oh wait, this is all of them put together. So basically my ATAR was like 50.15 or something, or like 50.8 or something. And when I was looking at it, I was like, can you get a higher study score than 50? And I think my first subject that it was showing there was math, and I was like, oh, I was good at math in high school. I mean, in year 12, so I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can see myself getting 50. And then when I was like thinking about it, I'm like, 50.8. There's no way you can get a higher study score than 50, and that is a max study score you can get for any subject is a 50.
Yes.
And yeah, failed it basically. My parents knew exactly what I got. I just let them know. My mom literally said to me,
You're an idiot.
my
I'm so
mom,
disappointed in you.
my mom, this is what she said to me, and this is when I knew I was on the line. I was on the line of stupidity, cause she said, I'm not surprised.
What did your sister get?
My sister got like high 80s, high 70s or high 80s.
Yeah.
But
So you brought the average of the household down.
Man, I I'm at the bottom of that bell curve. My sister is like at the middle where it's at its highest. Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. But at the same time, I did pick up League of Legends. League of Legends.
Hello, do you play League of Legends?
What rank are you? Yeah, I picked it up in year 11 exams, and I became addicted and couldn't stop playing until I graduated. And even after that,
At least you have that excuse.
that
I'm just stupid.
Now you were playing a lot of Guitar Hero.
I was not playing. No, I think Guitar Hero was after high school.
No, you were playing it
Yes.
on the bus.
On the bus?
Yes, you
No,
were playing
like the actual guitar?
No, the one on the phone.
That's different.
Yeah, you were playing that.
I was killer at that though.
Exactly. So that's what you were addicted to.
Fast fingers.
Why do you think teachers make it such a big deal with ATARs? Do you think they're putting their own insecurity into the kids?
Do you reckon they like mark up your scores to make it reflect better on themselves? Because
There's no way.
they control our ATAR in a way, right? Because like
No, not really, because you gotta average out yourself in among the region as well.
yes, but they can mark our class high up.
But then they also, I'm pretty sure they compare it to last year's one as well.
Okay,
So they can't just like be so good out of nowhere.
but I think they do care because it makes them look a lot better when their class has a higher study score for their
I
subject.
think so. I mean, teachers have to be, in a way, monitored on how well they're doing. I mean, imagine getting fired because your class just sucks.
Well, we might have done that to one teacher.
Really? You reckon?
You reckon?
No, Heathville was, well, that's where our high school is. I mean, if you're 5 episodes in, that's where we all went to high school.
Yes, in Hoppers
Heathville
Crossing.
Christian College.
Yes.
During that time, we absolutely hated the place, and it was super, super strict with a lot of things. But
And they upgraded buildings as soon as we left.
we're grateful. We're grateful for
Oh,
the
totally.
place. But it was, it's not, you can't say it's on the like lower level of schools, I feel. So that's why if like you sucked, like if your class sucked, it just means that
We're all stupid.
yeah, we're just stupid.
Yeah, so we're all pretty stupid.
Yeah, but look at us. Look where we're at. Look at all of our fans.
He still look better than this room. Let's be honest.
No, Heathville was quite well, But go back to that. Like, why do you think teachers make it such a big deal with ATARs when really, like, look at Ben's story.
Yeah.
He didn't even need an ATAR, and look how well off he's doing.
Maybe because ATAR's like how they get marked on like their criteria.
Also, it's a selfish thing.
Maybe.
You reckon?
Could be. Maybe like, oh, we'll give you a 10K bonus if you get 2 students above 45 study score for your subject.
Ooh.
Incentive-based teacher. Ooh.
But then, oh yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know. Do you know any teachers
Who
are like teaching VCE, and if they get like some sort of incentive?
Oh, Luke teaches VC, but I don't know if he has any incentives.
Yeah.
I don't know how all that stuff works.
So that's one of our mates.
Once again, we're too stupid. So
Yeah, that's one of our mates, Luke.
Hey.
It would be cool to have him on.
he wants to come on.
Oh, oops! I spilled it.
Ooh, but he swears too much.
We'll just have to beep him out.
Yeah,
like
we'll have to
crazy.
beep him out.
Yeah, I'd love to get his perspective on like teaching. I can't imagine Luke as a teacher. I'm so sorry. I love you, Luke, but he was just one of the biggest jokers in our year level, and him being so serious and as a teacher.
He has these moments where he just like zones out and he just stares into a wall, and you don't know like what's going through his brain. But then he'll just randomly be like, and he'll just wake back up. And I've seen it multiple times. It's like he's lagging.
Maybe that's an ADD thing.
Him with
Yeah.
ADD.
Yeah.
What does ADD stand for?
Attention
Deficit disorder.
something disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's got it. But
Yeah, maybe.
Luke. But if you could teach a subject, what would you teach?
Probably PE.
PE?
Be the easiest subject to teach.
Because you don't want to teach?
Yeah, I don't want to teach. Hey, kid, throw a ball. Go get a ball.
Why? I thought you would have said music.
I wouldn't mind teaching music, but like if your student sucks at music,
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
have to actually. Well, PE, you still have to do assessments.
dude, there are teachers in our high school that teach PE who should not have taught PE.
Relax.
So if they can teach PE, I can teach PE.
We are gonna have to cut that part out again.
Why?
Every week now we're cutting things out, huh? We can't put down the PE teachers. They do so well.
Yeah, at eating.
But Mr. Graham was.
Oh, okay, Mr. Graham.
He was the teacher.
He was our role model.
Yeah, he was the jacked one.
What would you teach? Other than architecture.
Design, yeah, true. Maybe we should teach something that we don't want to teach.
It has to be
food
like
tech, baby.
you want to teach cooking.
It would be so easy, and then you just like eat afterwards anyway. Do you remember we did food tech together?
Yeah, we did. We made those like bacon and egg muffins.
And that
didn't
was
we?
like at the beginning of our friendship as well.
Yeah, it was cute.
Oh man.
Yeah, we held
But-
hands while cooking. Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, food tech would be good.
Really?
Yeah, I can't imagine that you could get a study score through food tech. That's pretty funny.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, we
You
should
could
have done it.
study. Oh my god.
That would have been so easy.
What did you sign up for your like what you wanted to study after high school? Like
As in what I enrolled in?
Yeah, no, like because you know how like with us we have it's not an ambition, but it's like where you want to, what uni you want to go to,
Yeah.
you know, what you wanted to study. What did you put?
Like for uni?
Yeah.
Oh, I put a bunch of unis, but my ATAR was, so
But
disgusting.
what was it? What was the course that you were going to try to study?
Film.
Oh, so you decided film at that
Yeah.
point.
And you decided architecture at that point, I assume.
Yeah. And here's another hint. That's the reason why we are in this building, isn't it?
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh. Yeah, so you put down architecture.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt at all. You 100% was going
Yeah.
through with it.
100%, but it was more of a tie thing. My one was so sad because
Yeah. See, we're so stupid.
I got past I wanted to do architecture at RMIT, and for
Yeah.
for that we had to do like a pre-selection kit, and you needed to do an interview. And
What's a pre-selection kit?
so basically it's like a it's like a design brief, and you have to design, and you have to like basically present something to
Okay.
them. And this was like in year 12, and it was on top of like you're having to study for.
Damn, you got to do that in year 12?
Yeah,
Bro,
dude, it
killing
was
you.
rough. It was pretty rough. And then
That's why
I
you
got
slept on the bus so much.
yeah, but I passed it all, and then bloody ATAR, man, bloody ATARs. I just didn't get it. Didn't get into what I wanted to do. But look, here we are.
Yep.
I wanted to ask you this, Kev, because going back to that question of where we want to kind of branch out this podcast, I'm curious. Did you ever experience any racism in high school?
Racism? To me?
What do you mean to you?
Like people saying crap
Oh, were
to
you
me?
racist to people?
Of course I was.
No, just
But they were racist back.
Did you ever experience any like, oh look at you ching chong?
Oh, dude. Nah, I did actually. I
Really?
used to play soccer in year 8.
Oh, but you weren't in Heathdale at this.
I
time.
was.
Oh, okay.
But this wasn't people from Heathdale.
Okay.
But first time I rocked up, I was in like glasses, you know like how I looked in
Okay,
year 8, like
yeah.
looked like the biggest fob
Yep.
ever. And the nickname they gave me after my first training session was Dim Sim.
Oh.
And I got called Dim Sim. Dim Sim for the rest.
Was this for Heathdale?
No, this was for like exterior soccer.
Oh.
But I just found it funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, you didn't like take it to heart.
Nah, because I would just call them things like 10 times worse.
Oh, Dim Sim. That's a good one.
Yeah, dim sum's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's like, it was like, oh, dim sum.
I wouldn't even find that racist.
Yeah, it's just funny. But not at Heathdale, though.
Yeah, no, I don't think at Heathdale, because...
If anyone was racist, it was you. Whoa.
No, because I feel like maybe back in the day, it was cool to be white.
Still is.
And then now it's like cool to be like cultural.
Anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that like in terms of how...
you don't want to be white? I'd love to be white. Imagine,
I didn't say that.
Imagine going home and eating quiche every day. Wow, how amazing is that?
Yo, no, come on, man. Go back to the damn question, bro.
What was the question?
I'm asking,
What's for dinner, Mum? Fish and chips. Oh, again?
I'm asking,
It's the 5th time this week.
I'm asking, did you ever experience like other types of racism?
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, because I'm just interested. Like, why do you feel that society is moving towards this, like, accepting different types of culture and different types of, Oriental stuff? Why do you think it's like that now?
We gotta be loving of everyone. We're all created equally. We're all created with purpose. So, we just gotta all be inclusive of everyone,
Yeah, but why was it different back then? Why do you reckon?
Can't have all this racism going around. Can't be calling people these names. Can't be calling people these names you don't want to be called, I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think because...
Quiche.
I want a quiche, Mom. I think because of social media, I feel. That's because there's more of a voice for everyone. And that means that, like, there's never been a time to be cool, like, as a Chinese person than now. But it's true. It's true. Like, everyone loves, like, Chinese food now. Everyone loves Chinese people.
I don't know where you're going with this, but you're treading some.
Okay, let's move
water
on to the next question.
It's always been cool to be Jackie Chan.
Do you remember MSN Messenger?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Give us some memories on that.
Do you remember the sound it made when you got a message?
No.
Do-do-do.
Oh, okay.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a nice sound. Yeah, we used to...
Dude, how crazy is it that, like, how kids talk nowadays versus, like, MSN back then?
Yeah, we'd have to, like, ask each other for our... What is it? Username?
Yeah.
And it was whatever our email was. And then you could, like, play games on there. Oh, dude, it was so sick.
But then, like... It was so rare for, like, your mates to be on at the same time.
Yeah.
And then when you would like, talk for... Could you call on MSN? I don't remember. I don't think
so. It was Facebook before Facebook.
Like, what do we call now on, like, iMessage? FaceTime, sorry.
WhatsApp.
Yeah. We used to call on Skype, baby.
Zoom.
Skype. Yeah, no, I remember with MSN where... You could have, like, your status. You could have your, like...
Online, offline, away, and had those little colours.
Oh, cool. Yeah, throwback.
Yeah.
I remember talking to...
Girls were ignoring me back then.
Yeah,
just like
I was literally about to say. I remember talking to girls on that. That was, like, a good time. But now it's so easy. Where does everyone talk on to now?
On Messenger.
Instagram.
Yeah, there's heaps of places you can chat on now.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why all the racists are showing up.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because there's just so many ways you can be racist.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. It's so much more easier to be like, I like Chinese people. I like Chinese food.
The thing is, though, it's never like Chinese people advocating for Chinese people.
That's true.
It's
always like...
It's always like the spaghetti bolognese. It's always those type of people who are just like, oh, Chinese are the best, and whatever. And in all honesty, like,
do you think they're doing that more out of fear, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You reckon?
Yeah, because I don't care if they advocate for me or not.
Yeah, because I guess that's why I wanted
But please
to
do.
see your perspective in it, because the worst like racism I experienced was when we were on the bus and there was another bus next to us, and they just saw like us, majority of our bus, because we were
Yeah.
all Asian in all honesty in our
Yeah.
bus, and all they did was like this. And I was just like, oh, that's pretty racist, but I didn't care. I was like, that's cool.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Yeah, go.
You know the sign language for Chinese?
Is that?
It's this. It's
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Oh, they have to pull their.
Yeah, I'm pretty
eyeball.
sure.
Oh my gosh, how
This-
do you know that?
Russell Peters.
But why would you need to wait? So, it's a deaf person.
Yes.
They can't hear or talk. That's why you're doing sign language.
I mean, technically,
So
they
why do you
can
need
talk.
to show them that a person is Chinese?
But yeah, that's Chinese.
I'd be just like, okay, I'm cutting that out for sure.
This is Mexican.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Oh,
legit.
is it really?
Yeah, and this. Actually, no, I won't do the other one.
Yeah,
no, it's
don't do
okay.
the
Yeah,
other
yeah. Thanks,
um,
Russell.
That's cool.
You know what's something that's really cool about both our families?
Mine and yours.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
kind of sad, but it's also kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we both have one person that is technically quote unquote labeled disabled in our family, right?
Sure.
Yep.
Is that your dad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that means we
My
both
mom.
get parking permits.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
Gang.
Gang.
Okay.
So whenever we go to a shopping center,
Okay.
whenever like everywhere is feel like chatty and all that,
Oh yeah, no.
we
feel
just
it.
drive straight into the front.
It's the best like privilege.
It's
we've
the
ever-
biggest flex ever.
Yeah.
Because there's
Entitlement.
always spots there.
Yeah, dude. Even in like let's say concerts.
Yeah.
And stuff.
How good is it?
It's the best. You just gotta park it. But it's a good thing. Imagine back then.
Mm.
Back in the day. None of that.
No, there would have been that.
No
but they would have
parking
been
for-
yelling racist things at our parents.
There's no. They park in. They're like, nah, not you.
No, not you.
It's like it's a white disabled person. Can't you tell?
To the back, mate.
It's not. That's why they made it blue now. You know.
What, for Avatar?
It accommodates everyone.
Yeah.
Imagine it's the yellow one in Asia. Oh man, this episode's going everywhere. But how do you feel about with the branching off into like the idea of going from teenager to adulthood? Do you
Yeah,
like
look,
that?
we really do need one theme where we just stick to
I
every
know
week.
it's a little bit hard because the way that this guy and mine's relationship, we talk about like the
We're
most
racist,
randomest
yeah.
things. Okay, and then we can't focus. Maybe this is our problem in high school.
Yeah, maybe this is why our ATARs were so bad
What was your favorite subject? Me and you.
that we did in year
You would-
12.
we did just overall.
We didn't do a lot of subjects together. We only did geography together in year 12.
And
'Cause they
food
all-
tech.
Oh, yeah, because they always separated us, bro.
Yeah.
And we
that's
had
true.
English together in year 12 too.
So then that means we had it in year 11 because year 11 English was the same as year 12 English.
Yeah, but they could still change our classrooms, couldn't they?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
They kept it the same.
All right.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. You never did engineering. Oh, we did media.
I
That's
didn't
what-
do media. We've had this convo before.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We've done this like 20 times.
Oh man, we're gonna run out of stories until you guys start coming onto the podcast. So, here you go. Here's a question for you, Kev.
Is this our segment? Deep questions
The
for
deep
the week?
question for the week.
Yep.
Yeah,
Do-do-do-do.
I like this one.
Deep questions for the week.
I'm very curious how you feel about this.
No.
What? What's your thought about like our generation and having to take care of like mental health and that? Do you think that makes us weaker, or does that make us stronger?
That makes us stronger. There's more things we have to care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I bring that to your point.
You
Because,
feeling okay?
Yeah.
Everything
Is
alright?
Are you okay? Dave?
Are you
No.
okay?
Because I was just watching The Last Dance, right? Again for like the 6th time, which is like a documentary about Michael Jordan.
The GOAT.
And I'm just curious, like their mindset versus like the mindset now, and how you were talking about how like kids nowadays, especially let's say like the kids in the NBA, they get these like 100 million contracts and they haven't had to work for anything. And like, you know, there's all this idea about like load management and, you know, like you have to take. Do you think that makes us stronger or makes us weaker?
I think the difference between then and back then is
now and back then.
it's numerical, because money back then wasn't fully guaranteed. Money today in the NBA is,
no, but in terms
is fully
of
guaranteed.
Not even just the NBA, but let's say just in general.
Yeah.
In general, how like even that, like the Are You Okay Day. Do you think that like makes us like, for example, let's say you hurt your leg, right? And you go through your day like, and you're like, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna cop it. But then if someone comes up to you, are you okay? Like, is your leg okay? Does it feel okay? Yes. Doesn't it make you feel like, oh man, like it hurts even more than it originally did, rather than when you're just like, no, I'm just gonna cop it.
It makes me feel like I want to fake. That's
exactly, that's what I mean.
Like, oh, my leg's
yes,
so sore.
Exactly. Like, cater to me.
Yeah.
Cater to me.
Massage me. Massage
and
my feet.
I think that's where majority of this like it's directing itself to like the generations after us, where I don't know how you feel about our generation as well, but whether they feel like, oh, like mental health is like such a big thing. And I'm all for 100%. I'm all for mental health. And we've talked about it in past podcasts. I mean, past episodes where, oops, we're in other podcasts.
That's right.
Where like our parents kind of didn't assess that whole mental health thing because they came from such a hard working background. But I'm all for it. But yeah, give me your thoughts on it.
People who have like, let's say Jordan's mentality back then, now they 100% definitely stand out. Yeah, because they look so much more. I don't want to use the word like powerful.
Sure.
But they look a lot more. They look better, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So you would go to the path that it is making us like slightly weaker.
It is, but it's still a good thing. I think it's still needed in society because some people actually do have real like mental health problems. Yeah. But with this, it brings a lot of people who, like, let's say, don't actually have mental health, but they just use this day to try and like,
because like,
look at me, like that type.
Like, how do you feel about like the whole? I know this is gonna go so deep, but I'm super curious, like how you think of this. Like, what do you think of like why our suicide rates are going so much more higher now compared to how it was before?
Because of social media, I feel. Because when you post something and it doesn't get a certain amount of likes that you desire, or it gets a lot of hate comments, you start feeling bad about yourself, when in reality it's people who don't care about you at all. But and there's like a lot of standards in today's society that the media or whoever not forces us, but makes it look like we have to meet
certain standards.
And if we don't meet them, they just like try and make us feel bad about ourselves.
So would you say that social media is the main cause for like,
it's one of the causes. I don't know if it's the main cause, but it's definitely one of the causes.
Because I feel like social media definitely puts a spotlight on trying to like, this whole mental health thing as well. So I'm just curious.
It's good for that.
I'm not saying it's bad or good, but let me know what your thoughts are.
But like, let's say media, right? And they advertise these supermodels, and they're all whatever size, like supermodels are, and they're like, oh, that's what you need to do to look beautiful. And a lot of people, physically, genetically, whatever, can't look like that. And then it's just like they're just sad all the time. They can't live up to the standard of what media wants them to be.
I wonder, like, why it went down that path. Because for us back then, I mean, that's why I bring back the whole MSN thing. Like, I don't know what we were on half of the time. Like, we had no social media. What were we doing with our time?
Dude, staring at walls.
I actually don't know. Like, when
we grew up, we only had
PS2.
Yeah, PS2, PS3.
But then even
MSN.
then, like, it's not like you could play it every day.
But like back then, right, we didn't have any like responsibilities like we do, like kids in our generation now. Yeah. Like they're just on their phones, they're just looking at other people doing all this cool stuff. Yeah. And back then we just didn't care at all.
That's the thing. Like social media can be so good and so bad, but I feel like it's more detrimental to our health.
It's hard for me to answer too because I've never had those thoughts before.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what people in those situations feel like.
But definitely to cater to what everyone feels like, you would need to understand how, you know, like for example, this is our social media. If we start putting people on blast on here, like Shona, you know, we don't know the effect. But
yeah, exactly. What if someone says something really racist to us, and then we just start going down a
that's true.
path?
Don't say that, guys.
Yeah.
It's bad.
What are you hurting our feelings for? Don't call me Dim Sim. It hurts.
Dim Sim. That should be your new
Kevin
nickname.
Dim Sim down.
Kevin Dim Sim. Do you have a question?
For you?
Yeah.
Specifically?
Because we're supposed to have a question each week, but I feel like I asked you like 99% of the questions.
Yeah, because you do 99% of the preparation. Am I not wrong there? I just come on here, I just have a microphone, and I just talk. I just talk.
That's how you can tell. This is talent, guys.
Yeah, this is hard work.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm Zion, and you're...
Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown, baby.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's get that max contract. Sorry.
Okay, so let's say you could go back to high school, right, and redo year 11 and year 12 again.
Yeah.
Now knowing what you know now, would you still strive for a high ATAR?
Dude, if I'm being honest, I'd probably like do worse, to be honest. Knowing that what I know now. Like, I think I would focus on things that I know that are important. But on things that are like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have a relationship podcast at one point where we bring in a girl and, you know, she interviews you.
And what I know, which is jack all.
No, not even that. It's like, how would you approach this girl? Let's go. We should bring in one of these. I nearly gave it away where we are. One of our live audiences, yeah. Just to bring him in here, but
hello.
Yeah, no, I feel like I would focus on what's more important rather than, you know, being so stressed out about the whole ATAR thing. I think that's a good question to kind of bring it all together because I feel like teachers really stress out this whole ATAR thing. And when I get to talk to kids nowadays, that feels so weird saying kids nowadays, but we're so old.
It's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah. That like, yeah, it's so... Don't be stressed out by the ATAR. It's not the end of the world. And I know it's so easy, so much more easier said than done because when you're in high school, that's the only thing that you know about, which is ATARs. But man, there's a whole world out there where I feel, and I don't know if you'll agree with me, that like hard work will beat anything. It doesn't matter like how talented you are. If you don't have it, like hard work, I think you can like get to wherever you want. And so I believe that that's like for like we're exact testimonies of that. I'm not trying to like blow smoke up my ass, but like look at Ben, man. He worked so hard from high school alone, and now look where he's at. And so yeah. So what would you change something if you could go back? You'd probably talk to more girls. I feel that's your one thing.
Of course, bro.
Why do you think that's such a big deal?
Talk to all of them.
Do you feel like you didn't talk to girls enough?
No, it's just because the more girls I talk to, the bigger our podcast is going to get.
But all those girls, I've talked to them anyway. We'll bring them on, don't worry.
Yeah. And then we'll ask them, do you hate me? Was I an asshole? But yeah, back to the ATAR thing. I see a lot of high school students now, and they just study till like 1, 2 a.m. Just,
for real?
Yeah, like legit, just to get their 99 study score or whatever. It's crazy. Sleeping like 6 hours. They don't even work yet.
Do you think what would you change? I'm curious.
About high school? I definitely changed the subjects I did.
Oh, really?
Because all my subjects got scaled down, and I was just too dumb to
understand how
understand how all that stuff works back then.
I think I would focus more on like definitely creating more friendship, like similar to what Ben said, where it's so much more important the relationships that you create at that point versus like having to like work so hard.
Because they're the real friendships. They see you from like 10 years old to 18-year-old.
100%. I'm so with that like I'm not trying to.
But you're still the same height from back then.
Bro, if anything, I've lost height, man. I just want to, like with friends in university compared to friends in high school, it's so different. I feel. I mean, you can recreate yourself in university, and who knows, you were like a serial killer in high school.
Look, in university, all the weirdos tend to bunch off into their own separate groups. So it's just like weirdos here, weirdos there.
Yeah, and you'll never
weirdos
know.
everywhere.
You'll never know who's a weirdo or not.
Yeah, maybe we're the weirdos.
Maybe, but at least we're weird together. I think we'll top it off there. Do you have any ending remarks for the guys?
Hey, thanks for watching our first 4 episodes.
Yes, sir.
This is our 5th episode. Hope it's
Thank
in
you.
good. We've had some critique. We've listened to some. We've ignored some because some of the critique is honestly just stupid. You know who you are.
God.
So we've taken.
I'll listen to all of
We've taken the good,
the bad,
and we have not taken the bad.
and the ugly. Yeah.
There hasn't been anything ugly, but
Yeah.
you know what? 5 episodes in, I think we've done a pretty damn good job.
I think so too, but there's always room for improvement, and guys, there's our Spotify. Please listen to that.
Yes.
I feel like that's where a majority of our listeners are going to, because
Yeah,
becomes
that
stuffed on
I
YouTube.
don't know. I don't know, but
You reckon?
I think it's more YouTube at this point.
Oh, really?
But it will change because as we grow, as we
Yeah.
mature,
I think apologize as well for last week's audio. We're still learning a lot.
things are back on track.
We're still learning.
And there might be a special guest next time.
Oh,
We'll see.
we'll see.
We'll
see
have
how
to
we
work
go.
it out.
But thanks guys for listening once again to our episode number 5.
It's gone very quick this episode,
Man,
but I hope you've
yeah.
all enjoyed.
Hopefully we weren't trying to go around too much. We really tried to condense it into
Straight path.
one area.
Yes.
And thank you again,
You know who you are.
Kevin, for joining us, for joining me always. It's always special to be on here with you.
Okay, man.
And thank you guys again for listening. And as always, stay blessed, stay safe, and practice courage.
Take care. Episode 5 is done, baby.